Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, we're going to be talking about parenting your parent with two leading experts in senior care. Their journeys just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
All right, my parents are alive and well and living in Waco, happily retired. But I have to be honest with you, as a 62-year-old, anytime I get a text message or a phone call in the middle of the day, I wonder, oh gosh, what happened? And I'm relieved when nothing happened. But so many people my age are really starting to think about what would happen if mom or dad fell and broke a hip. So to talk about parenting your parent right now, Robert Braley, he's the executive director of the Preserve at Spring Creek, and Daisy Winters, she is the director of community relations at Lovewell Hospice. Thanks for both coming on the show.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, why don't we start with you, Daisy? How did you get into hospice?
Okay, thank you for that. I was working in senior living, actually with this gentleman here, Robert Braley, at a memory care in West Frisco. And we had a certain hospice company that was in our community. So they came in and, kind of didn't actually recruit me from there, just kind of mentioned it and talked to me about it. And I decided to kind of research that because I knew the benefit of having hospice in our community. And then I just my dad was on hospice and my grandfather was on hospice, and I know the benefits from that and how wonderful it was.
Staying with you for a minute, Daisy, we're going to pull up your website, and as we scroll on your website, what makes Lovewell different?
Thank you. Making moments matter. We actually have a hospice care on our with our company, along with our palliative support. So that kind of is like the bridge to hospice, which is a neat thing.
And I think it's such a unique ministry because you and your incredible staff are with them during the most precious moment on earth is when they're going to the other side.
Yep.
What is that like?
Just walking the family and the actual person on hospice, being by their side through the journey.
Yes.
Having them, and one thing that I like to add to that sometimes is adding music, which is beautiful.
And you've been known to sing.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
That's cool. What a special moment.
Yeah, thank you. Just sharing the gift and sharing the ministry as well with families and the ones that are on our hospice care.
What a blessing. Yeah. Okay, Robert, how long have you been in senior care?
So I joined in 2012. I have been in about 15 years now. It's actually a long story, but I'll try and shorten it. My wife's mother was also in senior living, and I was working in retail at the time. And her vice president came to her community one day and discovered that she did something that she wouldn't normally do. And so he said, I've known you 10 years. Where'd you come up with this? And she discovered it, it came from me. And so they said, we want to interview that gentleman. And at the time I was 24, and they made me an executive director right then.
Wow. Yeah. And then how long have you been the executive director at the Preserve?
So at the Preserve, which is a part of Frontier Senior Living, I've been there since January of 2024, 2.5 years now. I joined before we opened the community and helped build the entire team.
Outstanding. We're going to pull up his website, and as we scroll on the website, you have a unique property, 34 acres. Why don't you describe it for us?
Yep. So we're on 34 acres in North Garland. We have cottages, independent living, assisted living, and memory care, 230 apartments.
Wow.
Yep. So we're already full in the main building. Our assisted living, independent, and memory care is all taken on a big wait list, and all we have left is cottages at the moment.
Let's talk a little bit about aging in place, because I know it's very disruptive when somebody has to go to a different home.
Yeah.
So somebody can come in independent care and end up needing nursing services.
Yeah. So that's one of the huge benefits about our community is that we have a continuity of care. They can start out in a cottage, and eventually throughout their lifetime, they can, get the care they need in assisted living or memory care. We have a full wellness team and health services director and everything.
Outstanding. Okay, we've got some video that we're going to play from Lovewell, so let's go ahead and play this video. This is a art project that we just put up.
Yeah.
So part of your mission and ministry is really to engage people.
That's right.
Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so this is actually the thing that I think you showed with the art was one of my teammates had gone out to kind of make this picture and engage everybody. And I think at this particular event, there were some case managers there as well. Mm-hmm. So getting to kind of know the residents and knowing kind of how the process works. But we do different things like that throughout the communities. Like at Robert's community, for instance, we do, music enrichment in the memory care for 30 minutes once a month, and come in and they play the instruments together. And so we're doing different things in our community to kind of let people know, hey, we're still going to engage in the heart. We're still going to be there for the patient and the families as well.
And you teed that up perfectly. We're going to show some video from Robert's place. It's the Dallas Tap Dancers. I mean, this is cool.
Yeah.
All right, tell us why you do these kinds of programs.
So we partner with not-for-profits and community, entertainers like that. And it's just one way for us to bring that, art and everything into our community. What's specific and interesting about the Dallas Tap Dazzlers is that it's completely ran by seniors. Mm-hmm. So it's usually entertainers that are anywhere from the age of 60 all the way to 100.
Yes.
And they've even played in the Macy Day Parade and everything.
All right, let me give you a chance to brag about your facility. I know food is important. So tell us about the cuisine.
So we have a full menu of items. We have a 5-star chef. His name is Hector. He actually just won the Chef of the Year from the Texas Assisted Living Association.
Nice.
So we have a full menu with chef features that he chooses every day. And then we have an always available option as well, menu. And we even have a market. So, there's lots of options.
Incredible. So you have a favorite story that you were going to share.
I do. In regard to a lady that, an individual that was coming on hospice, but she was homeless. And so we met her in the parking lot of where the library is next to the police station. And so we signed consents out on the park bench, and she needed help to get into a place to live. So I was able to contact a skilled nursing facility, and she was just shy of coming on to Medicare. I was able to facilitate that with the community, and then I got to visit her later, and she was doing very well and ended up actually, graduating off and able to gain a home and everything. But she was real sick at the time, so she was appropriate. But anyway, just shared that with y'all. It was just beautiful. So touching to be a part of that and be able to be a resource. Really is the key, to be a resource to help families and those in need as well.
So beautiful. Yeah. Okay, Robert, same question. Do you have a favorite memory so far?
Yeah, thank you for asking. There's so many. Being in this industry, we help so many families. There's so many beautiful moments. One thing that I'm reminded of, because I'm sitting here with Daisy, is that we actually used to work together during the COVID time. And I remember being with a family in the model room one time, and it was pretty hilarious. So Daisy's doing the tour because she's the sales director, and she's telling the family all about the features of the apartment. And she tells them that the curtains are tearaway, which...
No. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
It was just like this. She shared with them, it's a tearaway curtain, and they looked all confused, like, well, what does that mean? And so I had to step in and say, well, it's a safety feature that if you grab the curtain, it goes ding, 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 so it helps you if you have a fall.
Yes.
And we went back and forth about it. It was hilarious. And the mom, who was also, was in the tour and looking, she goes, are y'all married? And
he goes.
oh, yeah. And she always reminds me of this. I got all defensive and say, I'm 30, let's bear. Because it didn't make sense because of our age difference.
Yes, the gap.
Because we see each other as like brother and sister.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So it was hilarious, and it continues. I mean, after that, we kept going back and forth, and then she finally said, "Are y'all hiring? I want to work here."
That's a beautiful
It
story.
was, ended up moving into our community. It was
And you
beautiful.
guys refer business back and forth.
We do.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time.
Outstanding.
And look for each other as a resource, too.
I love that. Okay, so we have about 2 or 3 minutes left, so I'm going to give you both a chance to give final thoughts. Why don't we begin with you, Daisy? Final thoughts on, should a family begin planning for hospice care before they need it? I mean, are these conversations you should have with your parent?
So that's a great question. So actually, you want to have the whole gamut. So you want to talk to them about, as we age, all of us age. It could take a turn for not the betterment, right? Yeah. So we want to talk about different resources, like maybe they're going into a rehab and then they're going to come back home, they're going to do home health. You want to exhaust that possibility, and then you also want to maybe down the road talk about hospice, but it doesn't hurt to talk about it up front, ever. Yes. When we're going in and we're doing our wills and our trust, we're talking about that, having the conversation, then we close the book and put it away, just as long as we know that there's a resource out there. I think you should always educate is me, always.
All right, Robert, same question. I mean, when should the child of the senior begin having the conversation with mom and dad?
Well, just like Daisy, I think it's always good to be educated in these, resources. There's so many things, even within the last 10 years, that have come into the, the industry of senior care. And so there's so many tools and resources that you can tap into. So I think, as early as possible.
Yeah.
My own parents are aging, and of course I'm only in my 30s.
He keeps reminding us.
I know, he keeps reminding us. What is that?
You got to throw it in there.
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, no, I mean, my parents are still pretty young and retired, but we still have those conversations too, and but I think it's because we're in the industry. We get to have those
that's
powerful conversations about that great topic.
Beautiful.
But,
Are you two married?
Yeah, they have our own spouses.
You guys are so much fun. All right, we're going to end with both of their websites. We're going to begin with frontiermanagement.com. We're going to put that on the screen. There you go. And then lovewellhospice.com. Daisy and Robert, thank you so much for coming on the show. Thank you. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.